Yo, what up? It's Aaron motherfucking Moses here to bless you in order for you to acquire what you require and desire. And today I'm going to be talking about ether or the acacia, um, and its relationship to the chakras. Now, what is ether? To me, how I understand ether is basically the physical manifestation of condensed neutral kundalini energy. That is how I interpret it. Just like the sun is a less dense version of the ether, and how how ether is just a condensed version of the sun and photons. It's like that, but reversed, but with a little bit of, in it. So, I'm going to be giving you pieces of what I've channeled as far as what ether is, how it can be used, what it's for, what it truly is, and how you can use ether to empower your chakras, empower your soul, empower your full being. If you watch a video by Young Pharaoh, how he explains the chakras and the amount of chakras and where the chakras are, if you combine what I give you with his teachings, you're gonna be on some next level shit. The thing about I haven't watched all of Young Pharaoh, I haven't watched all of a lot of my spiritual teachers or the people that I might consider mentors from a distance, but a lot of them tend to give you the information. They don't really teach you how to do things. The last person that really did that was 13 Cosmic Law, Lord Okidio Sai, and we haven't heard from him for a couple years now. So yeah, I got my notes right here. I always keep my notes on these type of things. So we have the lower chakras. Now, it is my understanding that the lower chakras are supposed to power the upper chakras. What your intentions for the lower chakras are going to be expressed and found in the upper chakras. It's very simple to understand. What you do to your body, of course, is what you do to your mind. Of course, yes, it starts in the mind first. But there are outside entities. There are outside, there are external influences, and if I know anything about if I know anything about this world, I know you can't fucking control everything. You can control how you respond and what you're equipped for, and that's about it. Tony Robbins said, what did he say? A winner anticipates and a loser responds. So as long as you're keeping health inside your chakras, you should be good, man. You should be good. Now, when I try to explain the chakras to people, I usually say, some shit I read off the internet. The chakra means light will or whatever the fuck it means. But when I really think about it, a chakra is really a is two things to me. It's actually a lot more than that, but lenses, a chakra is a fucking lens. Inside of your chakra are doors that lead to perfection or destruction. And that perfection or destruction is going to be expressed through the lens, through the color of the chakra, through the organs, through the surroundings of the chakra, through the things in the mind and in the body that the chakra actually governs. Okay. Why is it important to have ether? Because ether is the building block of everything. Everything that we know of here and in other places. All right, so let me get into it, man. First, I'm gonna tell you how the root chakra, I'm going to tell you the 7 basic chakras from root to crown, their relationships with ether, how ether can be used, and what it's for. All right, so for the first 3 chakras, the root, sacral, and the solar plexus, we have to think of this as a, I like to think of everything in big meditations as a plant. As a plant, something with roots, something with a seed, something with, just that process just works for me. So first, the root, we have color, which is basically your chlorophyll, which is basically the skin of your soul to me. Not the aura, not the aura. The skin, your actual skin. Okay? You could even say the root chakra is because every chakra has a pineal gland. Every chakra has a heart. All chakras have 7 chakras and a Merkaba, if you didn't know that. But I could even venture to say that your root chakra is the pituitary gland of your soul. Whereas, like I told you in my other video, your heart is, there's no other analogy. Your heart is the heart. Your heart is like the brain of your soul. What you get out of your mind is what you see in your reality is what you got out of your mind, what you put into your mind. Your heart controls the color and the expression of your aura, whereas the root chakra controls the, how do I want to put that? It controls the skin, the literal skin of your fucking life. The skin. The skin is the biggest organ on the body. A lot of people say it's the most important. If you don't put lotion on it, if you don't take care of your skin properly, the rest of the body will shut down. That's just gonna happen. So, your skin is your primary defense. It's the first layer of your shell from the outside looking in. Okay? So, you could say your root chakra would be like your teeth, your skin, the lenses on your eyes, all your hair, your the bottom of your feet, the bottom of the inside of your palms, all of that. So, in order to maintain the etherical balance of your root chakra, it is important, most important, that you empower this chakra with the color of ether, not necessarily ether itself as an element. The most color, the most powerful color to empower your root chakra with is black, not red, not white gold, not Super Saiyan God Goku blue, not no. The most empowering color for the root chakra is black. However, you do need to balance your root chakra with white, with the colors of your Ida and Pingala. And what I really don't like about a lot of these spiritual teachers is that they don't explain that, not everybody's chakras are the same color. Not everybody's Ida, Pingala, and Kundalini are the same color. Not everybody's chakras are in the same fucking place. Not everybody has all 7 chakras in this dimension. I know somebody who has their heart chakra in a whole different galaxy, but they can still access it. It's not here with us. It's not in this dimension. It hasn't been for years. Okay, so not everybody's Ida Pingala is black and white. Mine is not black and white. Mine's red and white. Okay? And black might not be the most empowering color for you, but in my travels and in my experiences with other spiritual beings who are on this with the spiritual shits, they tell me they have similar experiences. The most powerful, empowering, charging color for their root chakra is black. All right. Now, ether is not black. They call it black matter. Some people explain ether as being black purple or indigo or some kind of blue. But the fact of the matter is, to the naked eye, when you look in space, you see blackness. When you open that third eye, you're going to see sprinkles everywhere. You're going to see stars everywhere. That's ether. When you concentrate on all the red, all the different colors, and you mostly see purple. You mostly see indigo. When you concentrate all of that, you see indigo. You close your eyes, you see hella stars, but behind the stars, you see the blackness. So black, that's how you use ether to empower the root chakra. All right. So next we have the sacral chakra. Everybody knows the primary, the primary, the divine placement of the sacral chakra in your body is balance. Why? I'm going to give you another little gem. The sacral chakra was the original root chakra. When human beings were created, we did not have a root chakra. Why? Because we didn't have a kundalini. The the sacral chakra was the first root chakra that you've ever had, that your ancestors, and if you are a human soul, that you've ever had. Okay, it's something like the reptilian brain. It's the oldest part of. It's not the oldest part of the soul, but they say the reptilian brain is the oldest part of the brain. That would be similar relationships with the sacral chakra, but the only difference would be is that the sacral chakra's most high function would be balance. You know, this is basically the the Gemini of your chakras. Okay, every when I do transformative meditations on my sacral chakra, I almost always visualize my sacral chakra as being a yin yang or having a yin yang symbol over it or inside it or around it. Okay, so what needs to be understood is that your sacral chakra is supposed to function as a yin yang, you know, basically. So with that being said, that would make in this plant that would make the sacral chakra the stem, okay? And what needs to be done with the sacral chakra as far as ether would be the feeling of it. The feeling of ether. How how it how it feels. I don't even know. I was trying to look for another word. But like say if you were trying to balance your sacral chakra with water. I would tell you take a bath and sit up in the bath and just close your eyes and feel how water feels and then leave out the bath and then get that sensation back. If you're trying to invoke water into your whole being, feel how, you know, visualize or try to make your body colder just with your breath. And then tap into or start inhaling. Inhale with the intention of um, detecting the water in the air. That's what you would do for this chakra. Inhale the feeling of ether into this chakra. And when I say inhale, because that's really one of the four things that you can do to move energy. You know, your breath, your intentions, your visualization, and your actual motion. So we go to the solar plexus. Now this chakra likes to feed. This is literally the sun of your lower chakras. The sun, the actual sun, the actual sun. And what the sun does all day is feed. It eats all day. The sun is a vampire. The sun that you go outside and tan in every day, hopefully, is a vampire. It's a giving vampire, but a vampire nonetheless. All the sun does all day is absorb energy, generate energy, push it back out. That's all it does. It's a being. It's a living, breathing thing. So, this is your soil. what you do is you kind of skip. All right, all right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna skip a part and then I'm gonna go back to the solar plexus. The heart. The heart would be the water pot. This is where you breathe. This is when you put ether, the element, into your soul. You inhale. You might want to do some affirmations, some vibrations, some hand movements, some mudras, some if you want to do cobra, what was that? Up dog, down dog push ups, cobra push ups, things like that. Getting the ether physically, physically in your heart chakra, in your heart center. This is the water pot. This is where the the solar plexus gets a part of its identity. Everybody says the solar plexus is the powerhouse of the soul. The solar plexus is, even if it is the powerhouse of the soul or the battery of the soul, it needs juice, bro. It needs to get fed. It needs to get fed. If you understand that where ether comes from and where these four elements come from, you would understand that it doesn't it doesn't get to be the powerhouse for no reason. It feeds just like the sun. It's the real sun in your body right now. So you put that ether in your heart and you let it drip from your heart to your solar plexus. Feed it. Breathe it down into your solar plexus. A lot of people would say, why don't you do the heart meditation, the heart, why don't you invoke the heart, ether into the heart initially and then put it into the solar plexus? You could do that. You could do that, but I like to work from the bottom up. Stimulate, get a little kundalini action, possibly, you know, and have it go from there. The root is basically the heart of the lower chakras. So having a good flow, having a good circulation first is very important. I don't know much about working out or cars, but I would say if you're gonna start working out, I would say you should probably get your diet right first. You shouldn't be I don't think you should be working out if you're eating McDonald's. You don't eat McDonald's and go work out and then get out the gym and go eat Taco Bell. I'm sure somebody does that and I'm sure they're gonna have a fucking heart attack one day. But other than that, that's the reason for going from the root up. So you gotta get the your circulation. It's basically like doing stretches before you start working out. All right. So in order for the cycle to be completed, the circle to be completed, solar plexus, feed the solar plexus, because then that is basically plugging your putting the plug in the outlet. That's what it's doing. You know, you're plugging all the equipment in. You're putting the cords in all your music equipment, then putting it in the circuit breaker, then you're flipping the switch. All right, that's really what it is. So we got root, which is the chlorophyll, the color, sacral, which is the yin yang stem, solar plexus, you feed it the soil, and then heart is the water. So before I go to the upper chakras, I'm going to repeat this again. So you feed the root chakra color, you feed the sacral chakra, the feeling, you feed, you invoke the ether into your heart, and then you move the ether from your heart to your solar plexus in that order. All right. As far as the upper chakras, they need to be they need to be balanced more so than anything. They need to be balanced. They need to be exercised. They need to be expanded and contracted more than fed. Because when you work with elements and energies outside of yourself, you do absorb the energy through your crown chakra for the purpose of circulating them and grounding them outside of your body. You don't necessarily feed your upper chakras. You feed your lower chakras, and your lower chakras circulate, act on what is going to be in the environment, and feed the upper chakras. That's what happens. Okay? What needs to happen for your upper chakras is that you feed your lower chakras in order to inspire perception in your upper chakras. So you feed your lower chakras and you use your upper chakras. Okay? If you eat, you think more clearly. If you eat the right foods, you think more clearly. You can meditate a little bit better. You drink better water. You live longer. You can use your mind better. Okay? That's basically what you're for, what it's for. So, what do I mean? If you want to start if you want to start seeing things, if you want to start remote viewing, you empower your solar plexus chakra. You empower your solar plexus chakra, and instead of directly putting, we'll say, lunar energy into your pineal gland, all you do is meditate on it. All you do is meditate on it and use your chakras to perceive. You don't if you want to see better, you don't put water in your eye, bro. You don't you don't put water in your eye. You eat carrots. You eat things that are better for your eyes. There's nothing you can physically do to your eyes. Yes, surgery or take some kind of fucking pill, but you still have to put the pill in your body. You don't. Yes, there's eye drops, okay, with the exception of eye drops. But yeah. All right. I'm just gonna straight up read you these notes, man, because I just woke up and I just wanted to give you guys this light real quick. So I'm just gonna start from the top. So when I was meditating yesterday on Ether, I was using Om Kemwar Akasha. I was vibrating that. Ether told me, the element Ether told me, if you have nothing to lose, you have everything. That is the power of Ether. So basically, physically, if you want to understand what Ether is, just like I said this in a couple songs. Basically, if you don't have any attachments to this world, then there is nothing that can be done to punish you. Having nothing in this world is the most powerful thing that you can have. Nothing. Having people threaten you with taking things away in this world. They want to take your car, they want to take your house, they want to take your job, they want to take your life and fuck your wife. It's so hard. Nah, but they want to take custody of your children. They want to fucking cut your feet off. They want to put you behind bars. If you don't have anything to take, that doesn't matter, bro. What do they say? The most dangerous person in this world is somebody who has nothing to lose. That's the most powerful person in the world. I mean, when you look at it, that person is just as powerful as somebody who has all the value in the world. Because somebody who has all the value in the world, which would be the physical, which would be the sun, we'll call that the sun in this analogy. So the sun has the most value in this world. you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Goddamn. Initially, when you look at it, when you wake up in the morning, the sun has the most value. You don't think, ah, oh, damn, all this ether around me. It feels good to be fucking black. I still got all this melanin in my skin. I mean, a lot of people might think that, I'm sure. But when you wake up, the first thing you see is the sun. The sun has everything. You know, the sun has all the nutrients. The sun has all the lights. The sun's a portal. All these different things. But when you take we'll call the sun fucking Barack Obama. When you take a homeless person that doesn't give a fuck about shit, that will kill and do anything, rob and steal, and it doesn't matter if you kill this person or not. We'll say Barack Obama and a serial killer. We'll say Abraham Lincoln and Hitler. Abraham Lincoln, of course, will be the sun. Hitler will be ether. More people know things about. Okay, nah, okay. We're going to that's a whole different topic. I'm going way off topic. But if you have nothing, you're more powerful than somebody who has everything. Because you don't give a fuck about shit and you'll murk a motherfucker. But the person with everything, no, I got a wife. Please, I got my business. Take here. I'll give you my whole business. Nah, bro. I don't want that. I don't care about shit. That person, you put those two motherfuckers in a room, the ether will kick the sun's ass. All right, so ether is the physical manifestation of Kundalini energy. That is why the root is the opposite of the crown and why the Kundalini returns to the gate of ether, the pineal gland. With the analogy given that the Kundalini being exiting through the third eye would be like a child driving to their parents' graduation. That is literally what I channeled from Ether and what I wrote down. Ether is the physical manifestation of Kundalini energy, which is why the root is opposite of the crown and why it says Naga, serpent, returns to the gate of Ether, the pineal gland. It's like a child driving to their parents' graduation. All right. So lower chakras are supposed to flow with ether to be fed ether, while uppers are supposed to perceive more ether, expand in ether. Exactly. So let's say for a throat you want to do telepathy, which is the throat chakra is responsible for telepathy, not the pineal gland. Stop getting your spiritual text from Barnes and Noble. You'll be all right. Start meditating, bro. Start meditating. A lot of people don't know that. Your throat chakra is the chakra that's responsible for telepathy. So what happens is you would feed either your root or your sacral in order for you to be able to perceive more energy, to be able to perceive energy, to feel energy, to be able to sense energy, or you can use your hands, whatever. Hands, hands, sacral chakra, root, any of the lowers actually. What you would do is you feed it the five elements, some say the six elements, and meditate on that throat chakra. Visualize yourself doing telepathy. Visualize yourself freely doing telepathy without having to think about it. It working on some X-Men shit. Meditate on it. Connect your throat chakra to whatever lower chakra that you empowered. Exchange those energies. You know, none of my chakras, none of my upper chakras in almost 10 years have I really fed any energy. It was all through constant meditation and energetic massages. When you get a massage, they don't fucking cut you open. No, they just touch it. They just touch you. It's like sex. You know, you don't, well, for a man anyway, not a woman, but you basically you basically treat your upper chakras like a muscle, like a brain. Your upper chakras are like literally like the brain. Okay, six of the chakras are 50%, masculine, feminine. But the way in which they communicate with each other are through the lower chakras, through the balance of the lower chakras, through the empowerment of the lower chakras. Just think about it like this: your lower chakras are the employees, and your upper chakras are corporate. The corporate and the employees are equally important. Equally important. Lower chakra. Well, in that situation, the employees, the slaves, are more important than the slave masters because they can easily take over. If they don't know what the fuck they're doing. But that's a pretty good analogy for me. So what else we got right here? Nigga, I didn't eat breakfast. I had a half a cup of alkaline water and a cigarette. What else we got? Lowers power upper. Lowers are supposed to be the lenses, the light towers, or a gas station. All right. So if you want me to explain this more, your lower chakras are the expression, the lenses to your glasses, while the upper chakras would be. You know what? I'm done with the analogy. You're pretty smart, man. I'm pretty sure you got it. And if you don't got it, then you will have it. As far as ether though, it's very important. If you watch I don't think I made that video actually. I don't think that's a real thing. I think I put a video out about if you watch AaroniMoses' video on the Black Aura, then you can understand why the ether is so important to the soul. You put ether in your root chakra, you're gonna get empowered. You're gonna feel a boost in almost every fucking way. You put it in your solar plexus, you're gonna feel really. I don't want to say you're gonna feel. You know that feeling that you feel when a new character introduces itself in a fucking TV show that you've been watching obsessively, and that's your new favorite character now? Like when you're a little kid and you're watching Power Rangers, and then the Green Ranger came, and then the White Ranger came and started kicking everybody's ass. That's what introducing Black and Ether feels like in every way. You're like, what the fuck? What the fuck is it? Who is this guy? About to come and kill everybody and save the day. These bitch ass Power Rangers on the floor. Bitch ass Red Ranger. They even got my man Zach on the floor with his dancing ass. That's exactly what Ether feels like. It's fucked up because the White Ranger was really supposed to represent Ether. Oh no, Black Ranger. They should have, but it was the '90s. They couldn't make the White Ranger a black man, and the Black Ranger a white man, and the black man save the day and be the coolest and get the white girl. Now, if it was 2017 and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers came out, that would totally be going down, which they should do. Yeah. So, anyways, man, that's it, man. That's it. I'm not gonna keep talking your ear off about nothingness. You know what? I think I'm gonna release this video on Sunday. I love doing these spiritual videos. I'm gonna open the fucking, I'm not even gonna go there rambling about nothingness. Um, I want to start doing these videos more often. I want to start me a Patreon because I want to give you guys so fucking much information. I want to give you so much information. But I cannot give you the information free because you know what? I watched a video by Ram Hotep yesterday, and he said as a teacher, you have to take responsibility for for the information that you give out, because there's consequences to information. Learning has consequences. You can't unlearn what I just told you. You're a different person now. You can't just, like the reason why a lot of people shouldn't have Facebooks, because they can't unsee the shit they unsee. You can't unsee a man getting his fucking dick filled with a dildo by a woman. You can't unsee that shit. I just blinked and saw it right now. Some of this information is just as important as important can get. So what I'm gonna do is I want to give you all the information. I want to take all the juice that's in my brain and put it in your brain. That's what I want to do. But I can't do it free, unfortunately. And the reason for that is not because I'm a money hungry Jew, but because I, if I'm going to hurt you, at least, if I'm going to hurt you or help you, possibly, if I'm going to deliver the tools in order for you to acquire what you require and desire, and it could help you and it could hurt you and hurt millions of people, at least pay a little bit of something, you know. But and just for the respect, I don't get to, I'm not reading this in books. I'm not reading this on the internet. I'm not gonna tell you shit I read in a book or a goddamn thing I read off the internet. I might reference some people. I might say Young Pharaoh, Lord Okidiosai, Ram Hotep, Till Swan, fucking Magic Mike. I might say some names, but other than that, I'm not gonna sell you some fucking dope I got from a doctor. I'm gonna cook this shit up myself. Anyways, man, it's Aaron motherfucking Moses. Hit me up, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that good shit. Socialize with me. I'm the bang, you the bang, we the bang together. Check out my SoundCloud. Be good to the game will be good to you. Be good to God. God will be good to you. Peace.